What's going on, guys? Welcome back to RealClaysCoins. I believe competence creates confidence. This is not financial advice. However, I will give you some advice. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell. That way you never miss an update. So, today we're going to be talking about Meta. Mark Zuckerberg, their VR headsets, and possibly virtual reality schooling? I don't know. We'll see. So, Metaverse School. How about your kids going to school in the Metaverse? How do you guys feel about that? Probably not too many people are too interested in that right now. However, it really could be a thing in the future. Mark Zuckerberg is going to explain to us why. We're going to be looking at a couple articles that talk about the Metaverse and Mark Zuckerberg and Meta specifically, what they're doing. The first one coming to you guys from TechCrunch. Zuckerberg says Meta's next VR headset will launch in October and will focus on social presence. This is something that I heard in the Lex Fridman podcast. Mark Zuckerberg talk about extensively, and he just recently was on the Joe Rogan podcast and talked about this, which is actually a great podcast. I'm kind of torn with Mark Zuckerberg because the things he does and the things his company has done in the past, I definitely don't agree with a lot of the time. However, when I listen to him talk, I agree with what he says a lot. I think he's brilliant, and I think he has a true vision for what he believes the world will be one day, and he's trying to work towards that, which is incredibly rare and unique and powerful in its own right. So, Meta is launching its next VR headset this October at the company's Connect conference. CEO Mark Zuckerberg made the announcement late Thursday, fittingly, in equally surreal environment, the Joe Rogan Experience Podcast on Spotify. That's an ad. He said the new VR headset, a sequel to the popular Oculus 2, will focus on social presence with features like eye tracking and face tracking. So when you look back and forth with your eyes, the animation, the character, your avatar, that's the word I was going for, will look back and forth simultaneously and instantaneously with you. Zuckerberg said the headset is designed to capture users' facial expressions and have them replicated on their avatars in real time to enhance nonverbal communication, like a wow, or, it's going to help a lot with like facial sarcasm. Pretty much every look that Jim does on The Office when he turns to the camera, it'll be able to do that in real time. He also noted that while Meta's AR glasses, augmented reality, are a few years away, the headset launching in October will have some mixed reality features. At last year's Connect conference, Meta teased a high-end headset codenamed Project Cambria, and going by Zuckerberg's description, the headset launching in October is the final consumer version of it. A report from Bloomberg last month noted that the code in Meta's companion iPhone app for VR headsets suggested that the upcoming headset will be named the Meta Quest Pro, which does sound pretty good. On the Joe Rogan podcast, Zuckerberg repeatedly stressed the fact that VR can unlock a sense of being in the presence of another person. When you're on a video call, you don't actually feel like you're there with the person. To me, what virtual reality unlocks is that it really convinces your brain that you are there in person, is what he said. Since Facebook rebranded to Meta, the company has been recasting the whole company as a metaverse business rather than a social media one, pitching its strategy as one of building a universe of multiple virtual worlds for all users. Some may be skeptical of the premise and the motivation behind the messaging pivot, but the company has marched onwards and made efforts to better knit together the different kinds of experiences it's developing. Horizon Worlds, for example, is a social media platform tailored for VR headsets available in select countries. Let me know if you guys have ever heard or played with Horizon Worlds. It's been criticized for quote-unquote hacky graphics. However, so claims of the next VR headset capturing facial expressions will be put to the test. Meta's announcement comes weeks after the company raised the price of the Oculus 2 from $299 to $399. While there's no price information about the upcoming headset, Zuckerberg described it as a pretty big step above the Oculus 2, so it will be significantly costlier than $400. So we can probably, with significantly, estimate upwards of $800 at launch. I would say is not out of the ballpark, but this is an entire VR console in and of itself. We've seen console prices go up towards that range before, so it's nothing out of out of the realm of possibility to see a $699 or $799 price tag on the Oculus Quest Pro, as it may be named, for, on release date. Definitely. Do I think it's worth that, or would I pay it for it? Absolutely not. But I definitely would like to see it and test it out, try it out in person before I throw that kind of money towards it. And now this is a follow-up to that article from Bitcoinist, which is why Meta is shelling out $150 million to construct 10 schools in the metaverse. As they just stated, they're no longer branding themselves as a social media company, but as a metaverse company. One of the most significant applications of virtual reality and metaverse technology involves education and the prospect of incorporating virtual reality classes. Social media giant Meta is implementing this concept by aiding 10 universities in launching campuses that will be built on metaverse soil. As a part of its $150 million immersive learning project, Meta, formerly Facebook, will collaborate with Victory XR, an Iowa company that is designing virtual campuses. The global campus of the University of Maryland is one of the campuses. The university's 45,000 plus students will now be able to convene and share their experiences in the virtual domain. That's cool. A duck pond in the Metaverse campus. UMGC will feature buildings, grassy lawns, and even a duck pond, to name a few of the proposed amenities. Daniel Mintz, chairman of the Information Technology Department at UMGC, said, "This is our first campus. We've never had one before. There is a duck pond." Iconic. The company has stated its intention to introduce education into VR settings, with classes being held in VR headgears. This really goes to another point in which, we're talking about Zoom calls or FaceTime or anything like that. Any type of video calling, a lot of video schooling was done during the pandemic, and it was very suboptimal. The virtual teachings in that sense definitely seemed to be subpar. To put it nicely, we'll say. It was definitely hard to get a lot of kids, especially younger ones, to sit in front of a screen like that for multiple hours listening to a teacher and to stay focused. And for this, they can really immerse themselves and feel like they're actually going to school rather than sitting down and looking at school happen through a camera. Through partnerships with other universities, one of the primary objectives of the company's ILP is to increase students' access to metaverse and blockchain technologies. Major universities involved in the VR education project. This goes on to talk about the ones that are. Mintz stated that the UMGC will offer 5 metaverse courses this fall, including courses in astronomy and biology. Alabama A&M University, South Dakota State University, University of Kansas School of Nursing, Florida A&M, West Virginia University, New Mexico State, California State, Dominguez Hills, the Southwestern Oregon Community College are of the other universities involved in the project. I have a hard time speaking today. Steve Grubbs, the founder of Victory XR, commented on the project as follows. Education is an exciting use case for the metaverse, and Meta's immersive learning will help creators from all over the world acquire skills and design immersive experiences for learners. The company stated that this endeavor is still in the pilot stage. All participating universities stated that they will lend VR headsets to students who will not be charged extra for their use. That's a great sales pitch for Meta to be able to peddle off a lot of headsets, especially with the price going up and the new one coming out soon, just in time for the school year. This could be big in multiple different ways for multiple different classes of individuals. And if we look here at the top metaverse tokens by market cap in the world, we can see now that Decentraland Mana, who actually teamed up with Eternity Chain, go check out that video if you guys haven't already. I just did a video on them. Eternity Chain and Eternal Labs are getting an HQ set into Decentraland. They're teaming up with MetaKey to do that. It's a pretty hype project, it's looking like so. And they're now the number 1 metaverse cryptocurrency in the world by market cap. It's a very close race, as you can see. Of all cryptocurrencies, Mana is number 36, Ape is number 37, and Sand is number 38. So it's a tight race. However, Decentraland is my pick to win. ApeCoin, I'm not a huge fan of. Sandbox, meh, it's whatever. But as you can see, the metaverse cryptocurrencies are doing quite well over the past 24 hours. Obviously not necessarily off the news of just these articles, but Ethereum has been bouncing back a little bit in preparation for the merge. So at the time of this recording, you're seeing Decentraland at 76 cents, ApeCoin at about 440, Sandbox under $1, which long term is an absolute steal, because I think no question Sandbox should be over $10. So definitely keep your eye out for that. But alright guys, that's going to be everything for today's video. I wanted to bring you, it's going to be rather short, go check out my last video if you haven't already, if you wonder why that energy is a little bit down. I definitely went over it. I got hacked and lost all my crypto, essentially. So yeah, it's hard to bring you guys a crypto video when I lost all my crypto. But I'm here for you guys. If anything, it shows that no matter what, I'm going to bring you guys videos and content. No matter what's going on in my life, I've tried to make sure to do that for you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, put a flexing emoji in the comment section down below. Hit that like button, comment button, subscribe button. Share the video with anyone you know. Hit the bell so you never miss an update. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff, guys. Other than that, thank you guys. Stay hydrated, stay healthy. Always lock your meta.